5 PT Cruiser 2.4 liter non-turbo automatic trans. VIN number B. As you can tell, I had to replace my oxygen sensors again because they died, and my output speed sensor and the input decided to die after I reset the battery yesterday. The issue that I'm having is I replaced these input and outputs right here. You got one right here, and you got one right here. I only had to remove this line right here out of the way. It makes it easier to get to with a wrench. Just enough, a little bit, just untighten a little bit enough, then you can turn it with your hand. People say you can take this out of the way. You can. There's bolts on, 2 bolts on each side, but this is really much of a pain, so it's not worth wasting time. I just got them in. And be sure that this line is actually tight, because if not, you'll leak transmission fluid. This one here, you will. So, since I had the O2 sensor problem, bank 1 and 2 going bad, it's the only 2 codes that pop up. I had other codes like for the air intake sensor, the map sensor, all that went bad, and the codes were cleared through the computer. The only 2 I can't get to clear is the oxygen sensors. This car had a bad oil leak, and I fixed the problem. Went to the shop, had it fixed. So since I was out here changing everything, I decided to take the computer out. I'm going to try to clean all the grounds, all the rust. Check all these ports, make sure the pins are straight, make sure none of them are bent. I went ahead and cleaned these grounds here, including the bolts for your terminals and stuff, especially this one. I'm doing this since I have all this out, so I know it's all done right. And hopefully my computer just has a ground problem. As you can see, these things are color-coded. You got black, yellow, white, and green. And as you can see, you have black, you got, well, it's orange, white, and green. Sorry, I forgot about the other color. But first thing you check for is check for residue or a burnt smell. I smelled all these ports. It smelled normal. It smelled no fried, no burnt marks. All the pins are straight, not bent. None of them's broke or missing. And I didn't smell any moisture in it, so I think the computer might be fine unless it's just not communicating well. So I'm going to clean all the bolts off and everything and put some electrical cleaner on it. Hopefully that might solve the problem. If not, you could try changing the relay that's in here, the auto shutdown. Sometimes that does not work. I tried using my scanner to clear the codes, but it just doesn't clear. It says it clears it, but it just still stays in there. I reset the battery, it'll stay clear for a little bit, like 5 minutes, it comes back on. Also, when you change your output and input sensors, do a reset test on your cluster to be sure that your cluster is not bad. If all your gauges pass the test and they go all the way up and down, then you know it's not your speedometer that's bad, it's your sensors. Now, I do hear that there's a problem with the electrical wiring, sometimes sending too much power to some of the output input sensors that will cause them to be fried or not working at all, or it could be the computer that could be the main issue. So, I hope this video helps all y'all out, and subscribe to my channel today.